Okay, well, first video I haven't been I'm gonna make in a while. I mean, just feel like updating, honestly. Well, I mean, the Discord thing said they're gonna give a content creator role. Of course, like, I fulfill like two of the three things, because nothing I say is controversial. This everyone can use immediately upgrading or incredibly using it. So, yeah, so I'm not getting rid of them, but the the only upgrade it has is to the fact that what it does is it will give everyone the money each week. Very useful for solo, very useful for team, and it's like, and it even deals damage too, so that's great. Get hit detection fairly early on, it deals a decent amount of damage, it's a great starter tower, and plus, obviously, bias, because, you know, my username is clearly guest gaming, my avatar is guest. So yeah. Baseball. One, I don't. One, I love Team Fortress 2. Make a stun, move, whatever. This is not the scout in Team Fortress 2 that I know of. Not my scout. But, yeah, so, if you go his bottom path, I believe it's the anti-stun path. But I don't get why they renamed it, because if you go on the wiki, which is not updated, like, at all, I'm pretty sure the last update was when they told them to, like, add a bunch of stuff, and they only really added the Bandlands, which, I mean, let's be real, it's good enough that you're at least making people kind of aware that they exist. I mean, once again, I'm probably one of the few people that's actually been to the Bandlands anyways. Still have the images, but I mean, yeah, that's when I wasn't really bothering, like, thinking about making a video, 20 tower defense game, but, yeah. So, basically on the wiki, it's a lot more straightforward than what it says on the upgrade, because final upgrade for the, not the critical path, but anti-stun path, it will be named critical path, as in, like, guaranteed crit from Fortress 2. Once again, I know you guys like Team Fortress 2 for the heavy skin ninja, but, but, what I, what I like is that if you go on the wiki, it'll tell you the original name of the upgrade, which they haven't changed. It's the stun abuse. Or basically, now the scout will stun abuse just about every enemy in the game. The only ones I know it does not stun abuse are as far as I'm aware at least, the final, all the event bosses, and the gold healer and gold miner. Those are the only ones I know it doesn't stun. And boy, does it stun, you just line a bunch of them up and you basically evaporate anything. Next up, Cupid. Alright, so, can you find his channel? On this board, he goes by British, I think. I don't think he's changed, right? Yeah, British Unknown. Or Unknown, as he's known on the game. He says Cupid Archer isn't good. Funnily enough, whenever I switched off of Cupid Archer and we did Remix again, we lost. That's because Cupid Archer is extremely overpowered. Now, here's on. Don't nerf, please. I don't want to change my loadout because I'm already like struggling to find out what to actually keep in, or at least for this guy and baseball. But basically, for Cupid Archer, you can upgrade both hands. I think it'd be easier if I just went like this and as is, because I don't think that can happen with any other tower in the game. But what's better is that they have this thing I call life linking, where basically, or shared damage, where what they will do is they will link a bunch of enemies together, and they will begin to and those enemies will now take shared damage. I don't know if it's like one enemy takes more damage, or like the enemy being currently attacked will be dealt normal damage, but the linked one will be dealt half the damage or something. But it's still really useful, especially for gold, because you have the miner and the healer, and God, do I hate the healer with all my heart. Once again, I hope whoever made the power scaling for hard stubs their toe. Once again, it's despite it saying balanced, I refuse to believe it was balanced at all. I do not see the balancing at all. Because you need like wave 10 flying enemies. That's ridiculous. Like, the only enemy with flying detection that early on is would either be the Cupid have if you have one person grind out a bunch of guests, or you have tycoons to stall for as long as possible with like snowballers. I don't think they stun you. Basically, you need to stall for a long time if you want to well, my game is not running smoothly, huh? But, so, back to what I was saying. Cupid Archer. You can upgrade both the top path and the bottom path. And I'm only going to place down one to showcase this. So, let's see here. No. Oh, crew 3. Okay, yeah, so spawn a bunch of those, and despite, see, they will take sheer damage. Even though there's only one person firing, they will all take sheer damage due to the link. It's very useful, and I love it for that. Next up, and once again, the guest. They don't deal too much damage, and I will admit the sound of the guest SMG is forever engraved into my brain, but very, very useful for multiplayer and even single player. Of course, I always have them equipped because, well, I mean, take a guess, but yeah, very easy to get hidden detection early on, deals fairly decent damage, great starter. It's very useful in when there's multiple people because it will give everyone extra money each wave. Next up is this guy. It's a skin for the water splasher or whatever they're called. So if you don't find this guy, you just buy the water splasher, defeat the pot noob hidden camp event, and yeah, you get this guy and the archer pot noob who is the sniper. But he's very useful. Both paths are great. For example, cannon fires very quickly, reloads very quickly, and deals a lot of damage. What would be a good... I need a good example for this. Aren't there guests? Actually, we'll spawn some noob.png. See, look at that. No, wait. Yeah. So, not to mention it has splash damage. It works very well. I don't know why my game's running poorly today. And then we have the bottom path, where I like the white jacket on it, by the way. It looks very cool. So, we spawn a bunch of these. It reloads quicker and has a bigger radius, but of course it has and more the reload time is definitely longer. As you can tell, they are basically one and the same. Although I do prefer the cannon guy mainly because I like explosions. Green Scout, fairly self-explanatory. Green Scout is one of the highest dealing DPS towers in the game, if not the highest DPS dealing. Unknown told me that the minigun got revamped and is better, but I mean, I always prefer joke towers, and in TF2 I use like bad weapons because they're more enjoyable to use in my opinion. So yeah, I would take the worst option. It's funny, it has a lot of range, and it has flying detection, and it's one of the few towers with flying detection, which is great. I always take flying detection any day, especially for that darned wave 10 of hard. But yeah, just gonna spawn a bunch. Doesn't get stunned at all. Has a decent fire rate. Yeah. The only problem is, I would say the damage. If I were them, I would increase the damage. I get it's a joke tower, but come on, increase the damage. Like 10, really? Next up, HCJX, or the General, if you don't have the skin. It was a limited time code. I had to tell my friend to quickly do it. Or put in the code, so that when they get General, they can have the cool skin. Once again, I feel bad for the dude, because despite him getting a skin on the general, funnily enough, he does not use general, if I remember him saying correctly, so yeah, that does suck for him a lot. Anyways, spawning some new. It's a really decent feeling damage. Of course, its main, use, for me at least, isn't the damage, but we look over here, the units. I love units in this game. I really like them. They're very useful, and I will say it with every breath of my ounce, or I fumbled that hard, with every ounce of my breath, the guest top path, whenever they change it from PvP only upgrade to a normal upgrade, it needs to spawn units. It needs to spawn units. I don't see a problem with that. This one absolutely needs to spawn units. Because, don't get me wrong, I love money. I am as money hungry as you. Yes, you watching this video. I know who you are. Aiden. No, no, that's a wrong person. Crap, forget I said anything. Basically, this should be non-PvP only upgrade, but spawn units, similar to the HCJX. And I mean, like, come on, give them the SMG. I want more SMG sounds. I like hurting my ears. And, next up, baseballer. Just clear all units. Baseballer. Baseballer? Yeah, see, I knew it, bottom path. I love the baseballer. They somehow deal more damage than the green scout, which, when you actually think about it, it's very concerning. More DPS than the joke tower that cost like a liver and a half whenever I got it, because I wasn't as into it as I am now, so. Alright, so for this, I need to spawn, like, new boss.png. Alright, spawn a few. So they were shooting, but just watch. As soon as it gets the melee range, it's gonna have to. Oh, there we go. See? Very good. Once again, if you line up a bunch of them like this, they basically just can't move. We're dealing with both of them. This is why I consider this a very great combo. Not combo, but like good stuff. I always breakers with this for baseballers because the stun it is I'd say ice wizard. Oh, use snowballer. No. No, not. Both of those are very poo-poo stinky options. Because I refuse to use snowballer. Because not only is but I've never used Ice Wizard and I don't intend on doing so. Clear all enemies. I want to try and get a what my preferred loadout would be. By the way, what you're seeing right now, it's not optimal on hard. Trust me. It's a damn flying wave. I'm not joking either. Please, make it at least wave 15. at most. Please, God, just not wave 10. Wave 10 is way too little for how obnoxious it gets. It's so annoying dealing with flying enemies before I have a chance to max out Green Scout. And I'm not putting down a Balloon Kid. I'm simply not putting down any Balloon Kids. Alright, if I'm correct, that's the max amount of, oh, no, it's not. Also, there's something that Unknown said that I have to agree with during our like, remix thing I keep talking about. And that is, the enemy limits for the a lot better, or like the limit to like how many characters you can place down, especially with like Green Scout, HCJX, Guest. When you guessed, it makes sense. It's money making 101. But something he said I definitely have to agree on. This game has a very low like tower placing limit, especially for things like the sniper, which as much as I love, I don't use. It's way too expensive, and I only really use it in hard. I have to get rid of the baseballer, which sucks, but yeah, like even for bomber noob, if I'm correct, or like water balloon, if I'm correct, you can only place like 4 of them, right? I don't know how many of these you can place, but like for sniper, I believe the max is like 7. It's not a lot, really. Green Scout, I know the max is 7, which is stupid dumb because they cost a lot of money to max out, which is why I do not like it. As like, oh, well, you see, uh, well, you see, I say we give the, I say we give him a, very, very overpriced upgrade that I'm pretty sure the minigunner could do better and cost less. Once again, I only really use him over minigunner because A, I don't own minigunner, and B, I prefer I prefer worse towers that I enjoy myself, because where's the fun in doing what's standard, you know? Like, there ain't really no fun in having a standard and, like, the best loadout. And I'm gonna compare it to TF2, for example. In TF2, you want to know what my loadout for Demo Man is? It's the Pan, the Tide Turner, and the Lock and Load. Which, believe me, they may not sound... No, not the Tide Turner, the Splendid Screen. Basically, what they do, in case you aren't in the know, the Lock and Load has a faster projectile speed, and if I'm correct, does the... No, it does the same amount of damage as a pipe, with less fall off, but it does more damage to buildings than a normal grenade launcher, but it won't bounce. It will break on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll break on the floor, which sounds bad because, you know, it, grenades, what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to, like, bounce on the floor a bit and then blow up, or just explode on contact with an enemy. They will either explode on contact with an enemy or shatter when they hit a surface. But I love the faster projectile speed, and I feel like it's more rewarding when I hit someone with it than, say, a normal grenade launcher like the Iron Bomber. That's not a great upgrade. But I mean, I occasionally use the loose cannon, but I really don't find it as fun as the lock and load. Next up, the splendid screen. I mainly use it for the buff of being able to. God, why? Can you place as many as you want in sandbox mode? Oh boy, I know he has a limit of 4. Well, there is really no limit in sandbox mode, but yeah, well, give me a few. I gotta leave, and they for some reason didn't add a leave button to this, so that you could like head back and head back to the lobby. I hate that because I kind of find it annoying when I have to leave the game and then rejoin it. You know, it's just annoying. Well, hold up. I think I know how to cut the scene if I remember correctly. Alright. How to do this. Yes, I'm going to leave this in the video until I find out how to pause it, because I just find it very interesting. I don't know why, but I think it'd be a lot more interesting if you get like me trying to find out how to work it in real time. I'll most likely put a timestamp in the description or in my pinned comment where I like post the timestamp instead. Also to like the 2 people who actually watch me, it'd be very interesting seeing the reactions y'all have. I know the devs watch me. I mean, I haven't posted many videos, so I really want to call it watching so per se anymore. But alright, you know what? Never mind. I'm just not gonna bother with it. But if I'm correct, the max for Scout is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but yeah, once again, I mainly just do these videos whenever I'm bored. Sure, I'm probably more bored when I actually do them. And that's mainly just because, like, I really want to make videos on different games, but I'm not that good at different games. I would make it on TF2, but oh god, that place is a hellhole, I swear. Most of the time, I'm wondering how people on there aren't arrested for multiple violent, not really violent acts, but it's more akin to hate crimes, if anything. If I'm correct, Bomber Pot Noob has a limit of 8. I know Guest has a limit of 5. Trust me, I know I use Guest to death and back. But, yeah, like, once again, I know I've said it a few times, but branching out would be very, very nice, but I just don't know what to branch out on. I mean, I recorded a Minecraft video, and I'm planning on, like, making this thing where any saved videos or bad videos or like, videos gone wrong, I'm gonna make a playlist for scrapped videos and listing why they were scrapped. And the Minecraft one's gonna be very obvious why I scrapped it, because it just became it just honestly became a kind of just like a background noise audiobook because it looked like an actual slideshow. Like, that's not even me joking. For most of the video, like, after a certain while, it just began only showing one specific scene, and that's it, like, nothing else. Which, I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny, but when you're me and you're trying to branch out, it's less funny. Especially since this computer kind of sucks. I, and once again, I really want them to, like, fix, fix up the Wikipedia page, because it's bland, boring, no, it does not look interesting in the slightest. They haven't updated it for a good while as far as I'm aware. I'll just put down like 4 characters for now, should be good enough. But, yeah, I mean, they really gotta touch up on the Wikipedia. I mean, I would help, but, I mean, you see the quality of my videos. I'm not good at editing videos. I don't know how to operate GIMP editing software, which is a photo editor in case you're wondering. I don't know how to code at all. I don't know how to model in Roblox, and once again, just like make a game pass that allows you to donate, because that'd be nice. I know I don't have much Robux, but I would love to donate to the game. Like, at all. At all. How I'll use MS Paint and draw a... I will use MS Paint and draw a donation image for donating to the game if I have to. I mean, would I want to? Yeah. I'd like to contribute in any way I could. But my computer won't download MS Paint for some reason. It's Windows 10, and I don't see the problem, but yeah. Um, and once again, like, maybe take up my idea of like trying to make these into figures, because I would kill to have any of these on my desk. Of course, that would run into situations when it comes to things like the Scout here, Team Fortress 2, not these ones. These ones. This one, I'm pretty sure, is derivative enough because it's the old TDS design, which, thank God, it's the old one. I hate the new looks they have. But, yeah, old design, and it differs enough, and it has enough of that noob tower defense energy, where, yeah, I'd buy one of these as a figure. And that would also be, like, a problem for skins, because would you count skins? That would be a great question. Because what if I want to have an HCJX, but he doesn't, but a skin is about as far as he'll go. He doesn't want a figure of him. Then yeah, I would respect that. But yeah, I don't know if you kind of understand where I'm going with this, but if you find a way, if like any of the devs are watching, because I know they occasionally watch my videos. I mean, like, yeah, they're low effort, but that's kind of the point of the channel, man. It's low effort. It's just done out of pure passion, nothing else. Don't really want money. I don't want fame, because God forbid I have like a bunch of people following me into Roblox games and stuff on my own time. That would get annoying. But yeah, that's really an idea that I've had and want you guys to hopefully act out on. Because once again, being able to hold have like a hot noob on my desk right next to my Minecraft Steve amiibo and my Mega Mewtwo Y figure that I got from like, I don't know, when I was 7. I would like that a lot. I really would. But once again, if you guys can't do that, I completely understand. Small enough team as is. Small enough team as is, relatively unknown game. I mean, it's so small that they, that some guy thought that that the name Noob Tower Defense wasn't taken because when he looked it up, there wasn't it did not appear on the page. Now that I think about it, I don't really remember how I found out about Noob Tower Defense. But yeah. So now I'm done with this. Gonna just spawn a few new bosses. Well, let me just oh hey, look, there are the guests. But oh yeah, just spawn in like. Hey, my channel name, well, not my name, but my description follows to a T. I'm like one of those rant channels, but not really because I mean, there's gameplay. It's live commentary, I guess, but yeah, that's really it. Nothing much goes on. Yeah, that's it. I'm only gonna ask to for like anyone watching to subscribe solely because I just want to reach that 100 YouTuber threshold or subs threshold. It'd be nice to reach 100 subs. Go sub to Unknown. I'll link his channel in the description. Hopefully, I mean I shouldn't forget to, but if I do, I'll most likely remember later on and make a comment on it or something. So yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's really it. Just gonna. I somehow ruined the search function. No need to thank me. Broken. I don't know a lot of these because I'll be honest, I really don't like all the events. I mean, what was funny, but it's just kind of difficult so per se, mainly because you really need like good towers and only to get vent, which is a pretty bad tower. The pot noob hidden camp, that one enemy that will straight up delete your towers. No one likes that. Please remove it. You only get the pop noob in return, and even then you still have to do the hidden wave for the skin, which I don't even have, so um uh I did the Pirates event, but I'll be honest, I just don't like the events. I really prefer sticking with actual with original gameplay, but then the problem with that arises from, oh well, there aren't really that many towers and the game's very grindy and stuff, and it gets kind of exhausting, and that's kind of why I don't post much, because as much as I want to get the attention of people to like play this fun Roblox game, which really captures the essence and charm of what I feel to be like 2017, 2018 Roblox, with games that are like filled with that are like kind of buggy, but they're filled with actual charm. No scams, no microtransactions, just pure charm and passion. But God, the team on this is probably very small because, well, it is small. If I'm correct, there's like 5 people working on this. Once again, I would like to help in any way that I could, but I don't know how to model, so hey, hit me up, you. I mean, I commonly post about, or I frequently post about guests needing a buff, so you you know who to talk to in Discord if you want to teach me modeling, because I would love to help out with the game. Hey, I could even model a sniper skin. I have my eyes on an aimbot one for the sniper, as a TF2 aimbot, and the spin bots. You should know what I refer to. But yeah, uh, once again, at least make a donation Game Pass. I buy that up as soon as possible. I mean, yeah, I have no Robux right now, but I'd buy that up as quickly as I could. So,